Scientists claim to have zeroed in on the brain region responsible for generosity. They found a small region known as the subgenual anterior cingulate cortex in the center of the brain, known to play a role in depression, lights up when people are empathetic. The findings could provide new insight into people with psychopathy and pathological antisocial behavior. By scanning the brains of people as they carried out tasks, researchers at the University of Oxford and University College London were able to pinpoint an area of the brain involved with generosity and learning. They focused on prosocial behaviors, those which benefit other people and which are thought to be important in how we interact with one another and in social bonding. Very little is currently known about how and why people do things to help others, said Dr. Patricia Lockwood, a psychologist and neuroscientist at Oxford, who led the research. Psychologists believe these prosocial behaviors differ from person to person, but that empathy is a key motivational factor. If someone can understand and imagine themselves in someone else's situation, they may be more driven to generosity and other prosocial behaviors. In experiments, the team recruited 31 individuals with an average age of 23, asking them to perform computer-based reinforced learning task. In the task, individuals had to learn which abstract symbols were most likely to carry a reward, and were told whether they were playing for themselves, someone else, or no one before each trial. Throughout the tasks, the participants' brains were monitored using functional MRI imaging, which measured regions of heightened activity based on increased blood flow. The results show that people were able to learn which choices benefit others, but learning outcomes which benefit themselves was faster. But in addition to the rate of learning, the brain scans revealed one region in particular was more active when learning outcomes which would benefit others, which the team believes is an experimental proxy for generosity. This region, called the subgenual anterior cingulate cortex, located in the central region of the brain. But the same level of activity was not seen across all volunteers, and was linked with whether people described themselves as empathetic or not, with a higher degree of empathy being linked to a higher rate activity in the SCAC, and could learn to benefit others faster. The subgenual anterior cingulate seems to be especially tuned to benefiting other people, said Dr. Lockwood. She told Mail Online, "We show for the first time that people high in empathy might learn faster to help other people, compared to those low in empathy, and that people high in empathy have different responses in their brains when benefiting others. By understanding what the brain does when we do things for other people, and individual differences in this ability, we are better placed to understand what is going wrong in those whose psychological conditions are characterized by antisocial disregard for others." Speaking about the next steps, Dr. Lockwood added, "We hope to understand more about how this brain area responds in people low in empathy or in people with disorders of social behavior. In the long term this could inform studies that try to change prosocial learning by stimulating this region with drugs or brain stimulation techniques."